So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everybody, it's a new episode of Ho Ho Hong Kong. I'm your host, Mohammed Magdi, sitting here with somebody who is not Vivek Mahbubani. Vivek is still in Australia. You might have followed his adventures. He's been selling out shows and doing great. Usually, if he's not here, I would just be trashing him. But I decided to be nice today because it's such a good mood in Hong Kong. So many things happen. So many things we'll get to with my guest / co-host this week. But before we get to him, a couple of things on our side. We moved the RSS feed of this podcast to Spotify. If you are listening right now and you're like, what the hell does that mean? That did change anything? Nope, because clearly you're listening and you had no idea. What does that mean is that when we eventually do the video episodes, it's also going to be on Spotify. You can be like, the next question is be like, what the fuck is going on with the video episodes? You've been saying that for months. It has been slow for many reasons. One of the main ones being that it's a lot of work for Vivek and myself to also get into it ourselves. So we involved actually, and I've talked to a couple of like freelancers to help us do it. And it's really difficult with the communication because even if they're really good at what they're doing, what ends up happening is that either there's time difference or, they don't understand comedic timing and stuff like this. So I really wanted someone based in Hong Kong to do it. And we finally found the right match with Monday Studio. So Monday Studios is run by this guy called Wilson, and he is basically a full-time podcast producer. And he agreed to help us with the cutting and editing of the videos. So the first few episodes that maybe you have listened to, but now you can see them with our faces, he's going to give them to us in the next couple of weeks, and they're going to be on Spotify, YouTube, and also on our social media with clips and stuff. So that's pretty exciting. The other exciting thing that we have is by the time you're listening to this, we have Jiaoying summer shows. If you're listening on Monday when this drops, Jiaoying summer shows are basically pretty much all sold out. We have a few tickets for the last show left, and we have moved it to Soho House. We can probably get into that on Patreon, and I can really tell you what happened. What did happen officially is that we sold many tickets. So that's really it. We have a lot of tickets, and that's it. So we just wanted to go to Soho House. We're just excited. Like for Backstage Comedy, it's definitely the biggest production we've been involved in. And it's exciting. We'll report back whether it's with the crazy stories or the things that went wrong. And I have not asked her or her team if she wants to be on the podcast. I decided to just see the vibe when we meet because she's here for a few days. And maybe she will like, I'm not opening on the show. I'm just the production. So she might not be interested, but it would be really cool to get her. One last thing before I bring my guest in. On Jiaoying Summers, you can actually read the SCMP just did a really cool write-up on her, and there's a lot of information I didn't know, and a lot of people didn't know about how she grew up in China and stuff like this. And it's a genuinely fascinating story. It's really cool to see someone who grew up the way she did, and without ruining much, you can just read the article. I'll leave it in the bio and in the description of the episode. So this is where we are now. Let's bring in the guest / co-host. You probably know from the title, Garron Chiu is back on the podcast. How are you doing, man?
Hi, everybody. This is Vivek Mahbubani. That was my Vivek impression.
Yes, it's pretty accurate. You sound like Krusty the Clown with your voice. What happened to your voice?
I did a show on Friday. I went to Coldplay on Saturday. I was also at Coldplay on Wednesday.
Okay, are you like the most baller? Like, do you think there's many people who went to Coldplay twice or more than?
No, I mean maybe the super fans. It was kind of interesting. I didn't realize there are websites to show you exactly like the set list and what happens at a show.
Oh wow,
and
okay.
So the super fans.
Yeah.
So just to let you guys know, so I was supposed to go to watch the show on Saturday.
Yeah.
And on...
So Saturday, for people who are outside of Hong Kong, was the last show.
It was the last show of Coldplay.
Yeah.
It was
Great. That's when you had the tickets originally.
That's when I had the tickets, yeah.
Okay.
With my wife. On Wednesday morning, Kai Tak Sports Park, which is a partnership of one of our clients.
Okay.
I work in advertising. Cathay's one of my clients.
Yeah.
They wanted to thank us for what a good job we did at the Sevens, especially with the flyover. With the
We will
airplane.
get to that because
Yeah,
I
we'll
feel
get
like
to
that's I don't know about the good job part. I mean, all right, whatever. We'll get
Well,
to
yeah,
it
yeah,
later.
yeah. It was a job.
Okay.
It was a job.
Yeah, it was a job.
It was
Yes.
a job. To thank us, they gave us a box to watch Coldplay, which
Okay.
was, I've never watched a concert at a box before.
Yeah.
And,
I feel like I never will.
I feel like I can't undo it. Like it was just the ultimate adult. Like, oh, my back hurts, but I can sit down in these very comfy seats.
That's
There's
like
nobody
basically
bumping me
what they
around.
say about first class, right?
Yeah,
like
I
if
never
you fly
have to line up. People
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
bringing you drinks. You never have to.
that's a little much.
Yeah. And by the way, they had like a buffet. They're just like concert snacks, and I didn't realize Asian concert snacks would fit so well for because I was always like, what is Asian concert snacks?
Yeah.
And it's just like spring rolls and like crab
like
cakes. I'm
bite-sized
oh my God,
stuff.
This is the best. I
That's
had,
way
like,
better
10
than
spring
like
rolls.
hot dogs,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, oh my God, way
because
better.
the hot dog's just bread and it's gonna like fill you up. Then you can just snack,
Yeah,
like
they had,
just.
like 4 different dipping sauces.
Oh my
Goddamn.
God! All right, yeah. I think a lot of people here we might be losing some listeners.
so-
we can't relate.
So there was this thing. Initially, I was laughing at so Wednesday was the second show. Tuesday was the first show. So clearly, the super fans know what was happening.
Yeah.
I did not. So I'm watching. We're about the middle, like where the halfway line would be at the Rugby Sevens.
Right.
And so we see the entire stadium. We
Yeah.
see the stage. It was a great setup. And after Coldplay is like, all right, thanks everybody. Good night. Lights go down. Kind of.
Yeah.
A lot of people start running for the exits. And I'm like, you guys are stupid. Have you not been to a concert
Yeah,
before?
yeah. There is clearly an
Obviously,
encore.
There's clearly an encore. They
Yeah.
haven't even played Fix You yet.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
clearly
Okay.
it's like their encore song.
Yeah. So yeah, you can tell that some people just never been to a concert. Like
Well,
they just
so
don't
that's
have
what I
concert
thought. That's what I
etiquette.
thought. That's what I thought. And then like 10 minutes in, the lights turn on. Everyone's screaming.
Yeah.
And they made a makeshift stage at the back
Wow.
where the encore was held. So because they wanted to, we want to give something to the fans
Yeah,
who sat
yeah.
all the way.
Oh,
at the
that's
back.
cool.
And that was really cool. And then I realized, those fans
They
knew
knew.
what happened.
Yes,
That's why
yes.
they were running to the back so you get to the front
Wow.
row of the encore. I was like,
That's
cool.
smart. Okay.
And that's the second time I've seen this in the last year because me and Cassie went to the Olivia Rodrigo concert. And
Nice.
at one point, she
Is that the senorita lady?
no. Olivia Rodrigo is like she brought punk pop back to Gen Z.
Huh.
She's a
okay.
very skinny Latina girl in the U.S.
That's why, with her name, I thought it's the. Which one is the I love you when you call me
that's
senorita?
Camila. So, also Latina. Anyway, but so
love how you try. Camila Kebab.
Kabalo. I think it's Kabalo.
Kamala
Caballo?
Kebab.
Caballo? Anyway. So Olivia Rodrigo, like she does her concert and she like disappears from the stage.
Yeah.
And then this like floating thing, it's like shape of a moon.
Yeah.
Comes down from the ceiling that she's sitting on.
Yeah.
Over the cheap seats.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she does like 2 songs there before
Right,
she
right.
heads back. And
Okay.
I'm just like, good to support the people with the cheap seats.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. It's just a thing that they now do.
Yeah,
That's
like
cool.
I don't know if you guys saw the Regina Ip. She posted that she was on Coldplay.
Yeah.
but she was sitting at like the very back row at the very. I'm like, Regina Ip couldn't get good tickets to
Yeah,
Coldplay.
yeah, exactly. She could have probably had green room access if she wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's not. Is she still in the government?
Yeah, she's still in the.
Okay, yeah,
I mean,
so-
you could get invited to a box. It's
Yeah, yeah.
some company.
Well, yeah, in some company.
And I was almost tempted. I mean, obviously, I couldn't sell the tickets because
Yeah.
I was going with my wife.
yeah.
But
I would sell it. I would sell the ticket and my wife.
because the reviews were so good. I mean, the concert was pretty incredible.
Mm.
First 2 days, everyone was so hyped. So after the Wednesday, the second show,
Yeah.
the resale markets, like tickets were going up to like $6,000 for tickets.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, ooh.
Yeah, that's crazy. I did see a lot of posts or like people just like desperate. Apparently, there was also a kind of I guess controversy with the Viagogo. So people, I am
Yeah,
on Hong
so-
Kong moms. Don't ask me why, but I'm on Hong Kong moms, and I see a lot of these posts that like on the day of the show, they're expecting Viagogo to like give them physical tickets, and apparently, I don't know how Viagogo works. Do you know?
No, so Viagogo is a weird. I'm pretty sure it's AI crawling. They're
Okay.
a third-party reseller of tickets, but what they do is they try to buy tickets or find ways to buy tickets and hope you find them before the actual ticketing website. So I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, they
this.
pay for a lot of SEO. Like they would
They pay for
usually
so much
quite
SEO.
high up. Yes.
So
yes.
people would find like not so much when I do it in Hong Kong because Viagogo doesn't work in Hong Kong that often, but when I tour, people would be like, "Oh yeah, we found your tickets on Viagogo." I'm like, why?
Yeah.
And they pay extra price, and they
That's
without
crazy.
realizing it.
Yes,
it used
yes.
to happen. I swear it happened in Hong Kong sometimes. Where like, not backstage, but when it was the Riff, we'd
Yeah.
find like Riff tickets on Viagogo.
That's
like,
crazy.
This is strange, and they basically
Yeah.
just charge like $40 more than you guys
Sure,
charge.
sure.
And they'll just buy from you guys. And
Yes,
then
yes,
you
yes.
sell with them
Yeah.
thing on
Yeah,
top.
so maybe us on the back end are like, oh, hey, we're selling tickets. It's actually via GoGo. But then they might get stuck with it if people are not buying
Yeah,
it.
so-
See, what happens then?
So
Do they just dump it at regular price, maybe?
I'm not sure what they do for something like Coldplay, unless they dump it at regular price. The weird thing about that concert though, it was physical tickets only,
Yes.
which is strange.
I
for
guess
2025.
I guess maybe it's a better way to avoid like scams and stuff. Like
Yeah, maybe.
because
'Cause I-
people
I-
like showing phones is way like I guess it's is it harder or easier to have paper versus phone?
I have no idea. I know like the cops were heavily arresting resellers.
yeah, I saw on the
Also, there's a there's a very let's say industrialist homeless guy
Yeah.
outside of the stadium, because the stadium, there are certain things you're not allowed to bring inside the stadium.
Yeah.
So the main thing is water bottles, and because it was raining yesterday, can't bring in umbrellas.
Right.
But they have this rack of like, you can just leave your water bottle here,
Oh.
pick it up when you leave the station.
Yeah, good luck
and
with
there's
that.
One, well, I mean, I'm sure you probably could if you
Yeah.
remember, and it's. Like
but is
a
it like
low-value
you're like
item.
what if you bring like a nice flask? You
Well-
still can't take it.
So there was this homeless guy standing there.
Yeah.
And I think me and Cassie were like, is he asking people for money?
Yeah.
Or is he waiting for the concert to start?
Yeah.
Just like, I'm going to steal 1,000 umbrellas.
Hey, that's real money.
Umbrellas.
Exactly,
Like, yeah.
dude. If you sell it at $5 and
Oh
you,
my God.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah, that's fucking 50K.
Or he's just like, I'm going to have all these water bottles. I'm going to open the Hong Kong water bottle
okay,
museum.
we now know who's the next guest on this podcast.
Find that homeless guy.
I know this guy.
He's not homeless anymore.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Like, how did you open this mansion? Umbrella sales.
yeah, maybe he would be producing our next version. So you have been to the stadium now 3 times in what, a month?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
in sevens, you went sevens almost as work, right?
Yeah, so I gotta say, I mean, the sevens had a few kinks to it. So
Yeah.
like, here are the pros. If you guys haven't been to Kai Tak Stadium, so obviously,
Yeah, give people all the pro tips.
I mean, Coldplay sevens back to back was clearly there. Let's see if the stadium's gonna work.
Right.
One, just bathrooms everywhere. Like
Oh.
there's bathrooms next to bathrooms. Like
Right.
Coldplay, I never had to line up for bathrooms once. Even the sevens, I never had to line up for bathrooms.
That's crazy.
Once, which is crazy. Which, you know, if you guys have ever been to the sevens at the
Yeah.
old stadium, it was. I mean,
Yeah, it was disgusting.
wait 45 minutes and then realize like, oh, all the stalls are overflowing.
Yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
Like I used to do this thing there used to be a magazine called Hong Kong Magazine, and readers send in their Rugby Sevens pro tips.
Okay.
And
yeah.
one of the things I sent in, which unfortunately I should not have sent in, because
Yeah?
everyone learned this pro tip.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, a lot of people never go into the handicap bathroom.
Yes, I actually I figured that's probably what was.
But
yeah,
no, bathrooms
okay.
everywhere.
Yeah.
The thing at the sevens that a lot of people got upset by was they ran out of food very
Right,
early.
yeah.
And I went to the sevens on the Saturday late. I went around 1 p.m. Thank God I.
Apparently, there's no beer either. That they also ran out of
So
beer.
they ran out of alcohol on Sunday
Yeah.
at the South Stand.
Yeah.
So waiting for people to refresh it. Some people waited like an hour and a half just to
Yee.
get a drink.
Yeah.
The running out of food thing sucked because a lot of people, one, they don't tell you they run out of food.
Yeah.
Which is annoying. Like,
Yeah.
you're waiting in line, and it's not until you get to the front of the line and say, oh no, we ran out of food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they
Okay.
like, oh, do you want to buy a beer? Or
Yes.
like, I
Yeah.
don't know,
You
buy
just
a-
try to sell you some
candy
other
bar.
bullshit. Yes. Yes. Yes.
And which sucks for a lot of people because if you go to the sevens, you start drinking early, and if you never get any food, you're
Yeah.
screwed. You're
Yes.
screwed.
Of course.
The other thing was at a certain point we were in line. Thank God it got fixed by the time I got in front. They're like, hey, our Wi-Fi isn't working for some reason. I'm like, why does your Wi-Fi need to work?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it means all our POS systems aren't working, so
No.
we're only doing cash until we fix it. And
Right,
everyone
and no
in
one-
line was like, ooh,
Yeah.
people are in weird costumes. Like, there's no cash. Some people are like, I don't have pockets in this thing. you know?
Yeah. I'm wearing a chicken. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
But I will say the stadium never felt crowded. Like at Coldplay on Saturday, I was on the floor.
Yeah.
never felt crowded. Stood near the front. Everybody's
Yeah.
like dancing. They're moving. You never felt like crushed in.
I saw someone at a restaurant with that light bracelet that they give the audience.
Yes.
I'm like, you're supposed to return
You're
that.
supposed to return it.
Yeah.
Also, it doesn't do anything
does-
outside.
yeah,
of the
yeah,
stadium.
exactly.
So what they did was very cool because I've seen those light up
Yeah.
bracelets and I've used them at stadiums before.
Yeah.
And usually it's like, all right, we're gonna hit a button and everyone's turns green.
Yeah.
Coldplay was the
Is
only
it
one.
run by what, Wi-Fi?
So I think it must be RFID, but what they did at Coldplay was the only time I've seen it location based. And what I mean by that is like,
So
you're
they can
sta-
actually change. Yeah.
Oh, so not only is like their wave of lights, or
Wow.
it would sometimes be like, oh, if you look at the crowd, it's like giant heart shapes.
Yes.
It's a heart shape of people.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
all
yeah.
red.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
and
really
they'll
cool.
have things
I'm gonna say
timed.
something that I might get in trouble for, but whatever. It must be so good to go there on acid if you
Oh,
have that.
so
I'm saying hypothetically, if that's legal in a place where they allow that. I'm
I
saying
was
that
thinking
based on
of
the internet.
If I could have rainbows in my brain,
Exactly.
I would until
Yeah.
I remembered. The only tough part is when you leave the stadium.
Yeah.
Everyone's leaving at once. That's a big crowd.
Yes.
And I don't know if you'd want to be on any psychedelic form just in that crowd. You're like, oh,
Again,
no.
theoretically, I've never tried this.
Theoretically.
Like, but people said a lot of good. But yeah, like imagine seeing those visuals.
Yeah, and
yeah.
they do a lot of cute things. They do he does improv and crowd work, which I've never seen at a concert before.
You see, I have been to concerts, like I've seen, Metallica and Rolling Stones and Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder was particularly funny.
Yeah.
And the comic in me was like, just stay in your lane, man. that was really,
So not
Yeah.
not all of it was funny.
Yeah.
Intentionally so. So what Chris Martin would do, so I think it's right around the halfway mark. So they're
Yeah.
setting something up on the stage.
right. So he's just like filling time.
Well, to distract them, what
Yeah.
he does is he starts playing on his piano, and he'll tell the cameraman, just find some people,
Right.
and he just writes songs about them.
Oh,
And
wow.
he'll just
Okay,
write a
that's like
song,
improv.
and then it's and they'll do a verse. And
Yeah,
then
okay,
sometimes they'll
that's
rhyme.
legit. That's really cool.
So yesterday,
So maybe he's not trying like to be funny, just like
no. So on
clever.
the Saturday, a lot of them were funny. Like
Yeah.
this is about a kid's missing teeth.
Yeah.
And about someone's haircut.
Oh, fun.
And,
Okay, so he really went in. He did like proper like
Oh,
crowd
yeah,
work,
yeah.
like bashing people and stuff.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
And so
Kid
and by the way,
missing teeth.
even did a callback because so every concert he brings someone on stage,
like an audience member.
who's
Huh.
usually holding a sign,
Right.
with a song that's not usually played at a Coldplay concert.
Right. So
And
it's like a super fan
and
asking for like
I'll
a.
play it and you can sing it with me.
Yes,
It's like-
yes.
And he brought this two people and was like, "Are you a couple?" And the girl's like, "No, not a couple, not a couple." It's like, but you guys friends? Like, yeah, friends. He's like, okay.
He
just
did the
friends,
comic
huh?
thing.
Yeah, he did the comic thing. Like, as he's playing the song, change the words. Like, it's like, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Clarence. By the way, everybody, remember they're just friends.
nice.
And
Okay.
it's like,
That's
it's
cute.
like, everybody, remember to love each other. Unless you guys are Stephanie and Clarence.
Okay, that's very funny.
It was really good.
Nice,
It was really good.
nice. Okay.
It was an energetic show.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that like right after this stop in Hong Kong, they're going to Seoul for 6 shows.
Yeah.
So obviously that's a very tight act already.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I wish certain things were advertised better because when we were leaving, Cassie, my wife, she didn't want to, like, I don't want to get in the MTR with the
Yeah.
whole crowd. I'd rather
Yeah,
wait
yeah.
until the crowd goes away.
Yeah.
And there's a thing called Food Village, which is like just next to the stadium.
Yeah.
Which was so smart, and I didn't know why not enough people knew about it. You go down, and there's just a row of food stalls and outdoor bars just for people to
Really?
like, chill outside the stadium.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was
So
like,
if
oh.
you're waiting for a cab or if you're like just
Yeah,
want to chill
good
for a
idea.
little bit
So we
until
stayed there for like an hour and a half.
Dude,
And
that
there was-
sounds awesome.
And there were a lot of places like doing, so you know Zeppelin hot dog?
Yes.
So Zeppelin hot dog's doing like, a trial, so like a mini size of their hot dog for like
Oh,
20
yeah, yeah.
bucks.
That's
I was
awesome.
like, oh, yeah,
That's
great.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So going back to, because this is mainly also kind of about, your work a little bit in advertising and, kind of like the stunts that you guys sometimes do. So how did the whole Kai Tak flying the plane over? And feel free, we don't really edit this because no one has time. So feel free to just say, I can't talk about this and we'll move on.
No. It's so
Yeah.
we were, obviously it's the first big event for the new stadium was the Rugby Sevens. And
Right.
we wanted to do something
Yeah.
big. And
Yeah.
we've had this brief since last summer. So pretty much 8 months now, 9
So
months
brief
now.
is from Cathay.
From Cathay. It's like,
Yeah.
what do we do to make it super memorable?
Right.
Okay, our actual brief, and I'm sure the team who works at HSBC have the same brief.
Yeah.
The brief is basically when people leave the stadium, they're thinking about Cathay Pacific instead of HSBC. And I'm sure there's my friends who work at a different agency who have
Yeah.
HSBC a client.
Yeah, yeah.
They have the same thing. How do we
Right.
think about
What did HSBC do? I know that Cathay obviously flew the plane.
Well,
What did
so
they do?
HSBC released an ad on the first day of the Sevens that you guys can go look up. That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's strange because we actually had a similar idea, but
Yeah.
didn't get
Uh-oh.
to execute.
Yeah.
No, because our ad was more targeted at people coming to Hong Kong
Right.
for the Sevens because Cathay's
Yes,
airline.
yes,
They want
yes.
people to buy
Yeah.
plane tickets. But HSBC basically did this thing of like all these rugby players, people around Hong Kong, they're pulling these giant tarps and you don't know
Yeah.
what they're doing. And it turns out they're dressing up the skyline of Hong Kong to be in costume for like
Oh, that's
Sevens.
cute.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
IFC is wearing an Elvis costume.
Yes,
you know?
yes, yes.
So it's very cute.
So they also taps into the tradition of people dressing up
Yes,
for the
exactly,
Sevens. That's
exactly.
really cool because if you're an outsider, you might not know that. So it's
Yeah.
like a kind of an in joke with the locals, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So if you guys...
Sorry, I'm praising the idea too much. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was.
Okay, so if you guys go to Kai Tak, there's
Yeah.
a thing called the Sky Bridge. And the Sky Bridge is this giant bridge that just goes to the stadium. And initially, they were going to do a lot of LED panels on the ceiling of the Sky Bridge. Something they still might do. And what we were going to do is, it's the 100th year anniversary of when Kai Tak was first built.
Right.
The first plane to leave Kai Tak, which I'm pretty sure back then would have been like a military plane or something.
Well, I saw a photo. It does look like a commercial plane, but like maybe like a propeller one or something, like really small.
But also back then, like commercial planes were, they were either for cargo or
Yes,
they're
yes.
just like for private.
Yes.
So it's the 100th year anniversary, and obviously Cathay they called Kai Tak home.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, like when I first came to Hong Kong. I
Did you
landed
actually
on
fly into Kai Tak?
Yeah, of course.
Do you
of
have
course.
memory of it?
Oh, I lived in Kowloon Tong. So
What?
We would.
Until how
I lived
old?
I lived in Prince Edward until I was 16. But Kai Tak.
I knew you grew up in Kowloon, but like I didn't know you're like. I guess that makes sense because you are 37.
Yeah, so
yeah,
so
okay.
36, asshole. So I remember there was a mall called Kowloon City Plaza, which no longer really exists. But me and a lot of people in Hong Kong, we went to the roof of the car park
Yeah.
to watch the last plane take off from Kai Tak.
Oh, you did. Okay.
But also during when I lived in Prince Edward, like I would see planes fly over us all the time.
Yeah.
In fact, even KJS, where I went to school, we'd see planes fly.
Oh, okay. So that was just part of your
Oh,
childhood.
it was totally part of it.
Did you
So
see the whole maneuver? Like, was it clear from land that they're like doing a crazy maneuver or whatever?
To be honest, because we grew up with it, I
Just-
didn't know how crazy it was until
Right.
later. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, it's so crazy to have that turn." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I just thought like planes flew low all the
Yeah.
time. Like, your city doesn't do this, you
Yeah.
weirdos." Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean planes don't fly in between buildings
Right.
that people just live in?
Yeah, yeah. So obviously, like those iconic photos that like the old people sell
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That's real.
So what we wanted to do was initially in the Sky Bridge, if we had LEDs on the ceiling, one of the things was as people were walking towards the stadium, it would look like a plane's flying over, so it would land
Ah, okay.
just like it used to land in Kai Tak.
Yes, yes.
The LEDs were going to be delayed, and we're thinking about big things we can do, like, oh, is there a hot air balloon we can
Only if you
use?
had some light bracelets to hang up there and control them.
It's like, oh, can we do anything with a hot air balloon? Because like one of the first Rugby Sevens 40 years ago, they had some hot air balloon.
Yeah.
And someone was just like, oh, what if we actually stupid idea. We're just like throwing
Yeah.
out stupid ideas. Like, can we just fly a plane like over Kai Tak?
Ah, that's so cool.
Like
That's
we used
like
to fly
what is it? Mad Men?
Well,
That's-
because I remember, so when someone said that, I was like, that's not a stupid idea, because in the U.S., people fly fighter jets over
Yeah.
stadiums all the time for
Right.
the dumbest reasons. And
Right.
one of them, which I'm going to explain, is I went to WrestleMania in Orlando, I think about 6 or 7 years
Yeah.
ago, and they flew four or five F-15s low over the stadium.
Right.
It was the loudest thing I've ever heard.
Of course.
And so they sang America the Beautiful. Then they had these planes fly through.
Yeah.
And everyone in the stadium, just after you heard it, including myself
Yeah.
and my buddy Craig, who was there with me, we just went, USA, USA.
Yeah, right.
I looked at Craig. I was like, Craig, you're British. He's like, I don't care. That was awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So they know how to play on those like strings.
So
Yeah.
I was like, it must be possible, right? And honestly, it was.
What's your position? Like to to go like, hey, run with this. Like, are you in a position to be like, we should look into this more?
So I am more the, hey, somebody figure out if this is possible.
Right. Which is strategy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have the big ideas, and what I want to do is sell why. It's like, oh, it's nostalgia. It's 100th
Yes.
anniversary.
Okay.
It would get a lot of press attention.
Yeah. Dumb question from an outsider. Does the person who go like, maybe we should fly a plane, and then it actually happens, do they get a raise of sort? Like, do they get a thing?
No. Well,
Or credit?
we got box seats to go to Coldplay. Well,
no, but that one guy,
So-
because obviously if you have the winning idea.
So the idea, the whole team gets credit. The whole team
okay,
gets
I see,
credit.
I see.
So there is actually a piece today about this whole campaign. It's got my name on it. So it's cool.
Cute.
I mean, I'm one of like 12 names
on
on
the STMP?
it. No, like different advertising magazines.
Yeah, okay.
So one of the things is there are a lot of aviation geeks out there.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of magazines that are just about aviation.
Right.
And a lot of those magazines and websites all picked it up. So
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah. Okay.
So
that's around the world, not just here.
yeah, and obviously we had to send it to the marketing team, and the marketing team was like, yeah, this is a great idea. Let's see if we can do it. And obviously it took a while to figure out, this above my pay grade. It was like, does the aviation authority allow it?
Of
Will the
course,
Hong Kong
yeah.
government allow
Security,
it?
yeah, all of this stuff, yeah.
And so the unfortunate thing was a lot of people complained that it flew
Too far?
past Kai Tak
Yes.
and not over Kai Tak. So a lot of people, especially who were at the sevens,
Yes.
were a little disappointed. Like
Right.
if you were at the south stand and there's a big glass window at the edge of the wall for the south stand, if you were at the south stand and looked through the window,
Yeah.
you could see it.
Right.
Most people in the stadium could not see it,
Yeah.
which was not the like. They did
So
rehearsals.
is it weather? That
It was weather, because literally we were not even told could we do it until the morning of. And I
Wow.
don't know if people remembered. It was like it was very cloudy, it was rainy, and
Yeah.
I don't know how the decision was made. It was definitely aviation authority, but I'm guessing it's, hey, if it is going to rain and there's clouds,
Yeah.
maybe not have a plane next to a building with 50,000 people in it.
Yes.
Maybe just fly close to it.
Yes.
So a lot of people who were in Wan Chai
Yeah.
or in like outside Kai Tak or even in TST Harbor, they could see it, and some people said it was kind of cool. I mean, the good thing is
I will tell you, because I was on the waterfront here, the central waterfront, and my friend was visiting from the UAE, and I hyped her up. Well, that's actually, I blame you for it, because you told me, and actually you told me, again, I can cut this if you really want, but you had told me kind of before they went, like you're like, hey, watch out for this. I don't know if that's...
what? I wasn't revealing information about campaign.
Okay, fine. I'll cut it. It's fine.
No, don't cut it. It's honestly, because we actually didn't know if it was a possibility until a month before the sevens, and then obviously, so there's a video online
Yeah.
that not only was it when they said it was feasible, they actually had like pilots. Okay, we're gonna get in our simulators, see how this is gonna run,
cool.
and then there's a whole behind the scenes.
Does the simulator like get updated with like the most recent?
Yeah.
Ah,
Those-
okay.
Those flight simulators are crazy.
Yeah.
So there's the training to do
Yeah.
it. There's the weather to do it. There's the feasibility to do it.
But for the rehearsals, obviously you said like for the rehearsals they actually flew over the stadium.
I don't think they actually flew. I think rehearsal, as in they did it in the
simulator.
in the
Oh, so they actually never physically flew over.
yes,
Okay,
but
I
they
see.
had. If I might be mistaken, but
Yeah.
one of the pilots,
Yeah.
who flew, had flown that Cathay route previously.
Right.
Like obviously.
What did you guys did like a WhatsApp call or something?
What do you mean?
Like didn't the pilot call
Oh
everybody?
yes.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't WhatsApp. We had like cameras set up, but yeah, it was,
Yeah, I think the thing that they posted online or whatever,
yeah. And
they're
then
like,
we
yeah,
played it in the stadium.
yeah, that's really cool. So he was just, I didn't listen to it, but he was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
and we even,
talking
like,
to everybody.
We even recorded a fake one.
Yeah,
Like in case it didn't work, we'd have to like play a fake one, so it looks like they're on the call.
that's smart.
But yeah, so the two pilots, one who had flown it before, obviously 97, so almost 30 years ago, and the other pilot who's like dream was to fly that route. And
Yeah.
as a pilot who's training, always heard like, oh, the best pilots
Oh
fly
yeah,
that
yeah.
route.
But they did. I guess did they do the same landing then? That was the whole. Or actually, no. There's nowhere
No,
to
they're
land.
not
You
gonna
have to
land.
go. Oh
They're
yeah,
not
okay,
gonna
I
land.
forgot
No,
about
no.
that.
The landing
There's
would
no
be
more
bad. The landing would be bad.
Sorry, so stupid. I'm like, oh, did they really
Yeah,
just
yeah.
land
But
for
it's
shits
still,
and
like,
giggles?
obviously, you're getting low, and they were below. I think 8 buildings in Hong Kong. So obviously they flew lower than IFC, ICC.
I don't know, but actually, maybe.
Yeah, no,
So
their
okay.
final altitude was lower than those buildings.
Oh, right, I see.
So, and by the way, my favorite industrial thing ever, because it obviously went like very viral. A lot of
Yeah.
people in Hong Kong were talking about it. Only people at the Sevens complained. Most people actually said it was pretty cool. So-
Yeah, well, I'll give you like a neutral opinion
Sure.
because I thought it was kind of cool. So yeah, backtrack. You hyped me up for it. I knew she was visiting. I'm like, I'm gonna show you this really cool thing. You know, you're like, look at how cool Hong Kong is. So we go there, and it's public information that they're flying at 4 p.m. or whatever. We're like dead central, like right by Tamar Park.
Yeah.
And we have like a pretty good spot. And there's a lot of people standing there with their phones. Again, public information. And we see the plane, and it's like quite far away. Like it's still far as in distance, not high. But they're like, here it is. And I don't know why everyone thought it's just gonna get like really close. And then when it passed by, I wouldn't say there was like audible like disappointment, but it was more like everyone was like, huh. Okay. And then we saw it. I think the cool part is that as it went east and then turned
And
towards the
turned
state. Yeah. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's turning further, but it's going lower.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, it's going to the city. Like it's going to Kowloon.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
So the best spot, a lot of people said, was if you are on the Kowloon side.
Yes,
'Cause then you
that
can
would
see
make
it
sense.
turn in.
You can see it turn in, but the funny part is that her and I just went on Instagram stories and just goofed around a bit, and both of us we're both from Egypt, and both of us got multiple responses from our friend back home. They're like, bro, I see closer. Like it's basically how you grew up. We have
Yeah.
a similar thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You have been to Egypt. You know what Nasser City is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nasser City is right by the airport, and that's exactly how it is. Like you can just stand on your balcony and see planes. By the way, that's still happening. This is not unlike Kai Tak.
Yeah.
You can still see
Oh, yeah,
planes
yeah.
landing today in Nasser City really close. So all of our friends are like, you could have just come here.
Just come home.
Especially to her because she's visiting. They're like, you idiot went to Hong Kong for this.
Honestly, so when that happened, where we're editing the videos, like there are people,
Yeah.
like the plane just finished flying, and there are people editing like the video to put. And we thought, okay, it's not going to fly over the stadium.
Yeah.
But most people aren't at the stadium.
Yes.
Most people aren't looking at it. So we need a video so it looks very fucking cool tomorrow.
The video is cool. Yes, the video is cool.
Yes, we
Yeah.
need to make this look very cool tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which it did. So
Yeah, going back to the Kai Tak stage, so I haven't been to either Rugby Sevens or Coldplay. I'm just like that lurker online to just see what people say. And one of the things that I think complaints from Coldplay is that a lot of people kept complaining that they wanted the roof to open.
yes,
So the roof was closed
the roof was closed.
for all the Coldplay concerts.
The roof was closed. Yes,
Okay, so first of all, I've never been in a stadium that has a roof. That's already fucking cool.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And the fact, did they want it to open just to see it opening because it's cool, or was there another reason?
No,
Because that was like a pretty common complaint.
So the roof was closed the whole time for Coldplay,
Right.
and I think it was because the Coldplay concert goes past 10, and there are a lot of assholes in Hong Kong who love to complain about everything.
Are you serious?
And that a lot of people who live around Kai Tak
Yeah.
would complain to the government about noise complaints.
Yeah, but then what? Like, okay, going with that logic, they're not gonna like when they do this here with bars, they
Yeah.
go to like Craftissimo, and then an old lady
Yeah.
complains, and the cops show up. What the fuck are they going to do?
I mean,
right
we
next
complain to
thing?
the government. Look, I mean,
No, but just go with that. Like, how much did
so
they spend on
that's,
Kai Tak?
That's actually why they've never done major concerts at the old stadium, because the stadium's outdoors.
Well,
and
I mean,
the old stadium, it's even worse because Happy Valley,
Yeah.
a lot of rich people.
Yes.
It's like, oh, there's noise at 10:30. Which, by the way, I look at it a different way. I'm like,
Yeah.
you live in Kai Tak, you get free concerts
yes.
all the time.
Yeah, exactly. You just see.
So one of the things that people complain about is that, so I believe, because actually Chris Martin mentioned it in the Wednesday show, Coldplay is well known for doing fireworks during their shows.
Right. I think that was part of the
So a
complaints.
lot
Like,
of
where
people
are
were
the
like,
fireworks?
because it's closed, there's no
Yeah.
fireworks.
But
And I
is it,
think the
how high
fireworks
is
would
this,
also-
the ceiling?
It's very high. It's very high.
So, but you could have done the fireworks anyway, no?
Well, so apparently on the first show,
Yeah.
Secret Martin's like, yeah, we tried indoor fireworks last night, and we're not doing that again.
Okay. Well, I want to see videos of like
Yeah.
someone write in if you're in the first night
So
and
they
saw
had
the
like
fireworks.
a lot of confetti cannons
Yeah.
and all that stuff, so it was kind of cool.
Yeah, balloons and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So that was fun. There was like a giant balloon coming right towards me and Cassie. Cassie, it's right there, it's right
Yeah.
there. And we jumped, just like hit it once, and
Yeah.
we're like, yeah.
But going back to Happy Valley, that does actually, I would side with the residents on that because it's so central that like if you have like a loud concert like Coldplay, that's kind of crazy.
But,
you know what I mean?
For me, it's like it's ending at 10:30. It's not that. late.
That's actually true. Yes. No, you're right. Like I'm thinking both, but I got
Also,
it.
you know what was loud? Everyone, and this happened at both concerts. And
Yeah.
I didn't realize Coldplay just had crazy fans.
Mm.
People left the concert, and they just started singing "Viva La Vida,"
Oh,
and then like nonstop for like 40 minutes.
Yes.
So you're having 50,000 people leave a stadium just
Yeah.
which is like cute, I guess.
cute, I guess. But also, if you have just listened to 2 hours Coldplay, you might be like, all right, we're over it.
I'm like, guys, sing a better song. Sing a different one. Even on the first night, I took the MTR home.
Yeah.
And people were singing on the train back.
Right.
And there were two
It's just a
different-
catchy tune,
There were
right?
two different groups of people singing, and they like met up in the middle
Yeah.
to find each other on the train to like film a big video. And it was interesting because like one group was older local peoples, probably like in their 40s.
Yeah.
And one group was like Indian teenagers.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like, what other band besides Coldplay is going to get an audience as diverse in age? Because that concert legit had kids,
Yeah.
but also people in their like 50s, 60s.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
I'm like,
actually.
I don't know if anyone else.
They've been around for a while too.
They've been. I mean, they've been around since I was in high school. Or
Yeah, but they
middle
look
school,
like, as opposed to like, the Stones, where they look
Oh,
actually
man.
from the Stone
they're all in
Age.
their late 40s. They all look
Yeah.
great. I think they're all like. I mean,
Clean and stuff.
Well, they're all like namaste people, right?
Yes,
it's
yes,
a lot
yes.
of the concert. Like Chris Martin, I didn't know if I would enjoy it or not. I was okay with it.
Yeah.
Some people I knew hated it. Some
Yeah.
people loved it. It's very like, believe in love, guys. Believe in peace. Look at how many different races and creeds and colors and ages are in this concert. It's not that hard, everybody. Just love each
Oh,
other. It was
yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
And then there was one part of the concert. It's like, all right, everybody, look out. Look out. Find someone across the stadium you don't even know. Look them, point at them, and just say, I love you. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, they get like they get a bit preachy sometimes. You're like, just stay in your lane.
Yeah, they're
like
like,
maybe you
think-
can make a cute, comment, but
Yeah,
like
they're like, think about someone in your head. Someone that you might not even know.
Yeah.
Or someone that you might even hate. And tell them you love them. And I just yelled out, I love you, Carrie.
nice. Yeah, I mean, do you see the stadium? Like, one thing that I also heard or seen online is that people are saying, like, the stadium is very good. It's very functional as Hong Kong goes, like, in terms of
Super
efficiency. They're like, it's not impressive to look at. Is that a fair?
It is not impressive to look at from the outside. Because
Right.
from the outside, there's been a lot of jokes made about it. Like, someone said it looks like a hemorrhoid donut. There's also like I think it's like a butt plug brand or a sex toy brand.
Okay.
Where the logo just looks like the stadium.
Right, okay. I mean, people will
But-
will associate anything with something filthy, right?
When you're in the stadium, it looks cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks. Especially, it looked when I got there for the Sevens. I'm like, oh, this is a very big state of the art stadium. I've been to a few stadiums for sporting and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not something incredibly special.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool. But with Coldplay, with like the production, with the stage, with
Yeah.
how big it is, like this is easily the biggest concert ever in Hong Kong.
Right, yeah.
Like,
What about like people like Jay Chow?
Well, Jay Chow's coming soon, but this.
Oh,
is
he
just-
hasn't? Okay.
Just because we've never had a venue this big.
Right.
All our venues are smaller. Even most recently, like Asia World Expo, their capacity is what 15K.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
was they sold 50K all 4 nights.
4 nights, yes.
So they sold 200,000 tickets. That's nuts.
That is nuts for
And
Hong
then
Kong
they'll
because
have Nicholas Tse and Jay Chow come soon, but
Yeah.
obviously they'll also have the all the sporting events in the summer. So that's going to be awesome
yeah,
as well.
and then we'll get into that as well. Again, don't know. You can wave at me if you say how much. We're both big Liverpool fans.
Yeah.
How involved are you in the whole Liverpool planning, let's say?
I was pretty involved. I'm a little less involved now because it was just like.
So is it the same agency, but
It's
you
the
guys
same-
are doing different projects
so
or
this
whatever?
one, so Standard Chartered is also a client
Right,
of ours.
right, okay.
And Standard Chartered is a big sponsor of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool's other sponsor, AXA, is also a client of mine.
Okay.
So I was like so excited. I was like, I
Yeah.
remember.
You can get box tickets twice.
No, even before they announced Liverpool was coming to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I told both clients, I was like, if Liverpool wins and
Yeah.
you don't do anything about it,
Yeah.
you guys are idiots and wasting an opportunity.
Yes, definitely. So what can we tell people of the things? What is public right now,
So I
or
think,
what are you guys planning?
I think we obviously they want to. Well, one of the things they don't want to do.
Yeah,
The big thing is like we can't. Like, how do we capitalize on the? I don't know if capitalize right. Well, okay. How do we not make the same mistakes that Tatler did
With Messi?
and
Oh, yeah,
Inter
true.
Miami coming over? Because obviously that was a mess.
yeah, that was a complete
So-
mess. Yeah,
It's going to be a little different since Standard Chartered is a global sponsor,
Mm.
so they have much more access to the players. But also, like, how do we take advantage of what worked?
yeah.
So, I mean, how many people were wearing pink Messi jerseys who I bet didn't even know Inter Miami existed? as
Yes,
a team?
for sure.
There were a lot of football fans that just, or just casual
Yeah,
Hong Kong regulars who were like, "Oh, Messi's coming! I might check this
yeah,
out. This
yeah,
feels
yeah.
historic."
Yes,
So obviously there is an appetite for that. So it's
Yeah.
like, all right, not only is Liverpool coming, but Liverpool might be champions. Obviously, we can't announce that they're champions, but once they become,
we can
champions,
announce now they're champions.
Well, they'll be soon. No, I mean, like, I don't
Yeah.
want to jinx it, right?
Of
Liverpool
course,
could
of course. No, and you can't
have
obviously.
the ultimate bottle. And you can't we can't put it on an ad. Being,
No. People might blame you. You fucking jinxed
but
it.
once
Yeah.
they are, it's like, hey, Hong Kong always gets like, all right, so Hong Kong, we didn't get Dua Lipa, we didn't get Taylor Swift, we
No Lady Gaga.
no Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Inter Miami came and Messi didn't even play. And then so how are we going to capitalize on the fact that not only is a Premier League team coming to Hong Kong, they're the fucking champions.
Yes,
And so
yes.
that was so a lot of what my role was is like, all right, Liverpool's coming over. How do
Yeah.
we make it exciting? The fun thing about my office, I got to give them respect.
Yeah.
They basically, it wasn't the usual team who runs Standard Chartered
Yeah.
who was on this project. They're basically like, who are the big football fans, and more importantly, who are the big Liverpool
that's
fans?
really cool.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
And like, there are people in my office I didn't even know were Liverpool fans.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You're a Liverpool fan. That's great.
Yeah, so
Or like,
that was your little like what's it called like the group project from like high school.
Or like, there's a guy who's like, he's a Colombian guy, wasn't even a Liverpool fan, but
Yeah.
just like loves Diaz because Diaz is from Colombia.
Oh,
It's like,
sure,
Liverpool.
sure, okay.
And we're just like, all right, this is how football fans interact.
Yeah.
And then it's things like, all right, what do we do for the football fan? Because there's going to be a lot of them. But most importantly, what do we do for the people who aren't football fans to get them excited about this
Sure.
event? So
Yeah.
there's some things like we can't really talk about,
Yeah,
but it's,
yeah.
you know, basically, are we going to do camps for children? Are we going to do
Yeah.
appearances? Are they going to do like, I don't know, at a concert with it, something
Sure.
to celebrate the fact that they're like, you know, how champions celebrate when they officially win, they do a parade in their city.
Yeah.
Is there something we can do like that in Hong Kong?
Oh, that would be really awesome. I mean,
That'd be
as
really
you said,
awesome.
like even like just the casuals.
And also, and the weird thing is, because the government has announced, so there's going to be 3 matches played over the summer.
Yeah.
There's going to be Manchester United versus the Hong Kong All Stars, whatever that means. And by the way, just a shout out, because we have a lot of friends who
Yes.
are Manchester United
Yeah.
fans. I've never seen people, fans of a team in Hong Kong, less excited that their team's coming over. This has never happened before.
No,
Like,
I mean, but they don't have stars.
Yeah, but usually you're like, yay, my team's coming. This
Yeah.
year they're like, yeah.
But also, what United's like what 8th, 9th now? Like
I don't even know if they're that high.
in their relegation.
Yeah, whereas like,
Yeah.
but everyone I know,
Yeah.
like Tottenham's arguably having as bad as a season of
Right.
as United. The
Yeah,
only
but they have
difference is-
Son, and
they have
he's
Son,
obviously
and
yeah.
also like Tottenham's had a lot of injuries. But like
Yeah.
every Spurs fan and every Arsenal fan I know
Yes.
is excited about that game.
That's
so
true.
they have United versus the Hong Kong All Stars.
Yes.
They have.
Let me just say, I am pretty sure everyone on the Hong Kong All Stars team has a full-time job that is
Yes.
not a.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Like I was like, dude, that guy, he's going to be marking Bruno Fernandes.
Yes.
And then washing dishes on the same night. It's like, yeah, I got the late shift at the Cha Cha today. They got AC Milan versus
Liverpool.
and then they have Arsenal versus Tottenham.
Yeah.
And all 3 have different corporate sponsors. So
I see.
Obviously Tottenham's it's going to be run by AIA
Yeah.
because they're sponsored by AIA.
Yeah.
And so one of the other things is how do we make that different from everyone else? And
Yeah.
like how do we make so it's when people think like, oh, Standard Chartered did a great job organizing this event and different from all the other three versus like, oh, Tatler screwed the pooch and they didn't have in the contract that Messi needs to play.
Yeah.
So
how are you guys prepared for a potential like maybe people are expecting Son or Salah or someone to play and then they don't?
well, I think so one
Because that's obviously the biggest lesson from the whole Messi thing.
for Salah specifically. So for the people here who don't follow football,
Yes.
Salah and Virgil van Dijk, two of their best players,
Yeah.
signed contracts to extend
Yes.
this year. Literally yesterday.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be free agents. So when we announced Liverpool's coming, we couldn't use any photos of Virgil or Salah
Yeah.
or Trent Alexander,
Who
is-
now left?
who we
is
think
leaving.
who
Yes,
we think
yes,
is
yes.
leaving. So one of the things we're like, shit, what if we have a game with the three of the four most popular players
Yes.
not even on the team?
Well, but people love what's his name? The hot guy.
Nunez.
Nunez
and-
is
yeah.
who's like not great, honestly. Sorry, Nunez,
I
if
know.
you're listening to
I hope you
this.
score a goal tonight.
Yes, exactly.
But
Yeah.
so we have to work out all these contingency plans or
Yes.
different angles. So the good thing is like that we do a lot of research. One of the things that's cool is it's the anniversary of what they call the perfect game. So
Is that the AC Milan? Oh,
AC
that's why
Milan?
this is happening.
AC Milan versus Liverpool.
The Champions League final.
They were
of course.
down 3-0.
Yeah.
Came back tied at 3-3.
Yeah.
Won it in penalties.
Yes.
And it's the 30th anniversary of that. So
Wait, what?
Yeah.
30? No.
Or 20th anniversary.
No, I was gonna say, fuck, man. I remember watching that. No.
20th anniversary.
Okay,
of that.
20th. Okay.
So
Oof.
we can say like, oh, this is the 20th anniversary of the perfect game.
Yes,
Are we
yes.
going to get another perfect game? In
I
Hong
see.
Kong?
I see. Okay.
So those are the things
So you can
we-
play on
yeah,
that.
just the
Would it
angles
be
we're
like
putting.
kind of cheeky to like now they're signed, but when you were doing these ads that like you have like a shadow of Salah, like plausible deniability because that's like a specific hairstyle.
Well, now I
you
mean,
know?
yes, with Virgil as well.
Virgil as well. That
Yeah.
would be like if I was in the office, that's what I would say. I'm like, how cheeky can we be?
Well, the thing is, like, we had to film promo videos.
Yeah.
And Liverpool, the squad was only available, I think, a few weeks ago to film.
Yeah.
And we couldn't use Virgil or Trent or
Yeah.
Salah just in case.
Yes, yes,
So like,
yes.
so I was the cool thing. Like that was one of the most fun things I got to do was just like create a chart of players of like who is priority that we'd want in this ad.
Yes, yes.
To get Hong Kong excited, and it was like people would just ask me why.
Yeah.
'Cause a lot of even our clients who aren't football fans.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, why'd you pick that guy? It's like, Allison, the goalkeeper, he's the best goalkeeper in the world.
Yeah.
He's great. It's like, why that guy? He's like, Endo, he's Japanese. We need one Asian guy. We're like, oh, what
Yeah.
about that guy, Nunez? It's like,
All the ladies love
women
him.
think he's really, really
Yes.
hot. So that's important.
I guess he's hot, but I wish he is less hot and better striker.
Better football player. Yeah. Like be 20% less hot
Yeah.
and score 20% more
Yes,
goals, please.
pay attention less to your hair and more to the freaking.
I will say,
net.
because, now that I'm Vivek Mahbubani, everybody.
Yeah.
One of Vivek's favorite things to do is like
Yeah.
complain about like what Hong Kong people care about.
Yes.
And one of the, it was a short argument, thankfully, and it wasn't the whole client team. It was just
Yeah.
like one client asked a question. I remember we showed a mock-up of this ad, and for those of you guys who don't know, Liverpool, their colors are red.
Yeah.
They're even called the Reds as their nickname.
Right.
Standard Chartered, their colors are green
Yeah.
and blue, and not red.
Yeah.
Red represents their rivals, HSBC.
Oh yeah, true.
And they were looking at this poster. They're like, can you make it less red? I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
No, red are the Liverpool colors.
Yeah, but
and they're
then-
also called the Reds. Like, yeah, but
Yeah.
they'll think about HSBC. It's like, it's not my fault. You guys sponsored a
Yeah.
team whose
That happened-
colors are red.
Yeah, that's literally their name.
And
The
they're
Reds.
like, can we get them to wear like the other kits? I'm like, guys, their kits say Standard Chartered on them.
Yes, yes, exactly.
People are going to be fine. People
Yeah.
are going to be fine.
Well, AC Milan is also red.
Yeah.
So-
but it's also like, guys, the reason you got this sponsorship is to have your logo everywhere.
Yes, yes, yeah.
That's
Not
fine.
a
We
brand
don't have to fix the
association.
colors. And,
Yeah, yeah.
So,
one thing I'm excited about before we wrap this up is that I told you that in person, in private, that now after Salah signed, it's very, very likely that obviously he would be here.
Yes.
With the team, hopefully. I don't think I said this on the podcast before. So Mahmoud Rizigay is my cousin, my first cousin. Well, actually, he's not my first cousin. He's my mom's first cousin, which is weird because he's 30 and my mom
Right.
is 60. So he came very late in life.
Right.
And he basically, like, this part of the family is actually not, like, doing great financially.
Ah.
So, and then he's like the young kid who just came
Oh my
at
God!
the end.
Played in the Premier League.
Played
Is
in
he
the
still
Premier
in
League.
Turkey right now? Or
Yeah, he's actually gonna go back to Egypt to my team Al Ahly.
Oh, nice.
Which is cool as well. That's where he started. That's where he's gonna like wants to finish his career, which is awesome. But like that part is really cool. That like he came like as like a kind of an accident. His dad was really old already when he arrived, and now he's like the richest person by far in our family by like a big majority,
Yeah.
right? So when the
And
whole,
I'm sure. I bet when he goes back, he gets like brand deals. He's
Oh
gonna
yeah. Oh,
be on
easily.
advertising. yeah.
Easily. So actually, in the Egyptian, now this is not to nerd out football too much, but like the three top guys are Mohamed Salah, Omar Marmoush, and him.
Yeah.
So it's right after the two Premier League top guys, it's actually him. So he's quite high up. So when the Liverpool announcement came, I immediately went to my phone, and I don't know where he is now, but like so I had to go through someone to like get him a message. I'm like, get me with Salah in the same place. I don't know how you do it. So apparently the answer came back to me with they really don't like it when someone does that at the stadium.
Yeah.
Like the day just like not good. However, you have a much higher chance going to the hotel.
Okay.
Not like accidentally.
Oh, I thought he was like, yo, I'll tell you what mosque he's gonna be putting.
I mean,
You
you
think people
might.
be like, oh, what
Yeah.
was that? Muhammad Salah.
Yeah, and then he just like the pose.
Yeah.
But he said like basically I would ask him to arrange something so you could just go say hi at the hotel.
Cool.
Which would be awesome. And if that happens, I will come in here on this podcast and cry about it for an hour
Oh my
about
God! Can you
how that
imagine
was.
if you got him as a podcast guest?
I-
Two Muhammads.
yes, the two Mo and Mo exactly. Mo,
The two most famous Muhammads from Egypt.
well, the two most famous Mohammeds in Hong Kong for sure at the same time.
Yeah.
But that's pretty awesome. We're really excited. Like it feels like I know maybe we've said that a couple of times over the last few years. Like Hong Kong's back, but it really feels now that like we have stuff.
So with the sevens was a little different because sevens. I mean, the sevens was great, but it was also sevens is a big tourist event.
Yeah.
And I had a feeling at the first concert on Wednesday with so many people who are locals, Coldplay
Yeah.
fans, like singing, leaving the stadium. The
Yeah.
thing I told you about in the train.
Yeah.
I was like, I haven't seen so many people in Hong Kong have fun together in a long time.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that was a cool feeling.
Yeah.
Like even Cassie, who's is pretty cynical about Hong Kong
Yeah.
these days. She's like, "This is great! Look at
Yeah.
all the kids who are smiling, the parents who are smiling. Everyone's
Honestly,
leaving
yes.
happy."
Again, as like a whatever weirdo just sitting at home watching everything online,
Yeah.
I was happy for Hong Kong.
Yeah, it was
like,
cool.
It was cool. I walk around here in Soho, and then like people are like coming out after the events. Like the restaurants are like there is more late night spots now to eat
Yeah.
than in the last like couple of years.
Now I'm worried that Coldplay might have set the bar too high because if a band comes in and doesn't have crazy production value,
Yeah.
like no lights, no like
Yeah.
confetti cannons, no crazy. Like crazy wristband, it's just like a band.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
And everyone's
people
like,
are gonna be like, "Whoa." My thing on my wrist isn't lighting.
Yeah,
Ah.
exactly. You don't light up my watch. That's very exciting. Thanks for all your work on this stuff. Like legitimately, that's
well-
really cool.
well, so I got to say, after the experience on Wednesday, my goal is to work extra hard for this Liverpool project.
Yes.
So that Standard Chartered gives me a box.
Yes, and you know who will be there with
Yeah,
right
yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, if not, we'll find ways to get tickets.
Oh yeah, the tickets, but like you gotta aim high.
Yeah, aim high.
Yeah, but also one thing I thought of earlier when you were saying that like why you are choosing the Liverpool players, it's such a cool feeling to have like your hobby, like the thing you're interested in. One of your top things is also basically coincides with your work.
Oh my God.
And that's like when you were like,
100%.
oh, I lucked out with this.
Oh,
like just to
100%.
go like, no, it's Alison Endo and this guy and explain to all the other guys. You're like, no, I know. And this also happens to be my hobby.
There's something I can't fully share.
Sure.
But there is something coming up at work
Yeah.
that for the first time since
Yeah.
I've been working in advertising, which is a long time,
Yeah.
that's stand-up comedy related.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Look.
I'll reveal that when it's.
Yes,
when
yes.
it's
We'll
ready.
bring you back on here to talk about it. Garron, thank you so much for coming on. How do people find you online?
I am Garron on Instagram. That's probably the best place to find me.
Okay, cool. We will get into the Patreon right after this. Patreon.com/ohopod. Very quickly, as I said in the beginning of the podcast, getting the editing done and everything, and people who have supported us for a while, all this equipment is actually bought with the Patreon money, which is super cool. So we're going to do a bonus, and I'm going to talk about something, some of the scheduling issues that cannot talk about it the free public, so we'll just do it on the Patreon. So if you are liking this, support us, patreon.com/ohopod, and find us at a live show. Garron performs a lot all over town, and with us as well at Backstage Comedy. There are links in the description for the backstage shows, and Vivek will not be around for the next couple of weeks, so we'll have different guest hosts and stuff, so stay tuned, and thanks for listening, and we will see you next week.